or at the same time, cranial nerves are involved, causing cranial nerve palsy, especially of the third nerve. This is a picture, base of the brain, showing thick gelatinous material of the tuberculous meningitis. Next slide out. Now, the different stages of tuberculous meningitis. There are three main stages through which this disease passes. The first stage is stage 1, in which there is just prodromal features. The patient is lazy, mild headache, listlessness, okay, with no definite neurological symptoms. In second stage, the signs of meningeal irritation appears. And this meningeal irritation will present in the form of neck stiffness, Kerning sign will be positive, and Brzezinski sign will be positive, with slight or no clouding of sensorium. The patient will be very much well oriented in time, space, and person, and his or her high intellect faculties will be intact. Some of the patients at this stage may have cranial nerve palsies. The third stage, which is the advanced and serious stage, is severe clouding of sensorium. The patient may be drowsy and even comatose. With fits is a very common feature of stage 3 tuberculous meningitis and focal neurological deficits and abnormal movements. So these are the three stages through which a patient of tuberculous meningitis passes. Most common clinical features, जैसे हमने acute meningitis में हमने पढ़ा था कि the most common features are fever, headache, तो वो यहाँ भी है. Tuberculous meningitis में भी आपको fever, headache and vomiting ये आपको मिलेंगे. Then, if you examine the patient, there will be knuckle rigidity, that is neck stiffness. If you check the Kerning sign, it will be positive along with the Brzezinski sign. Then this AMS, that is altered mental state. If you check the time, space and person, तो वो altered होंगे. They will not be well oriented in time, space and person. Then if you check the cranial nerves, there will be cranial nerve palsy, especially the third nerve. This is a picture of oculomotor, that is third nerve palsy. Next. Now, the question is how to diagnose. As I mentioned in the acute bacterial meningitis, the test that is gold standard is CSF examination, lumbar puncture of the patient and CSF examination. So if you examine the CSF of the patient, it will show lymphocyte phagocytosis. Mainly, the lymphocyte count will be high as compared to the acute bacterial meningitis, where neutrophil count will be high. ये difference हो गया दोनों में, ठीक है? Then, if you check the protein, again it will be high with very low glucose level. We need repeated specimen for acid-fast bacilli culture. Same is ADA level, that is adenosine deaminase level. ये भी बहुत important test है. इस पर काफी trials हुए हैं इंडिया में, पाकिस्तान में, And in tuberculous meningitis, the CSF will show high levels of ADA. ठीक है, इसी तरह अगर आप pleural effusion है, tuberculous है, तो उसमें भी आप ADA level check करें, तो it will show high levels of ADA. ठीक है, and similarly CSF smear आप ले लेंगे स्लाइड पर और उसको Zee Nelson स्टेन के साथ स्टेन करेंगे to look for the acid fast bacilli. जी ये स्लाइड बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. पिछली लेक्चर भी हमने कहा था कि इट गिव्स यू कंपैरेटिव कंपैरिजन ऑफ tuberculous meningitis, bacterial meningitis as well as viral meningitis. तो आज चूंकि हम TB meningitis कर रहे हैं, उसमें आप देखें opening pressure will be high, then color will be yellow or cloudy, that is straw color होगा tuberculous meningitis में. Then cells जो हैं they will be increased and mainly lymphocytes. ठीक हो गया. And then ग्लूकोज जो है वो लो होगा और प्रोटीन विल बी हाई. इसको आप कंपेयर करें उसके साथ तो तकरीबन एक ही किस्म के पैरामीटर्स आ रहे हैं सिर्फ. सो ये स्लाइड अभी आपके पास आ जाएगी और इसको सेव कर लें जी. अच्छा, along with the CSF, what other investigation we can do for these patient to for proper diagnosis, and these include first ब्रेन इमेजिंग. इसमें आप इन लोगों का CT स्कैन या MRI करा सकते हैं एंड इट विल शो बेसिलर एक्सुडेट्स. वही जो थिक हमने पैथोजेनेसिस में डिस्कस किया कि थिक जेलेटिनियस मटेरियल आता है, तो वो मटेरियल आपको CT स्कैन या MRI पे वहाँ से आपको सिग्नल आना शुरू हो जाए. ठीक है. Then you can see tuberculoma. Tuberculoma is just collection of tubercles, और उसको it looks like a tumor, लेकिन basically it is not a tumor. It is then cerebral edema and infarction, जो हमने कहा था कि infarction हो जाता है इन लोगों को because of the vasculitis. वो भी आपको CT या MRI ब्रेन में मिल जाएगा इंशाल्लाह. ठीक है. Then chest X-ray आप करा सकते हैं, simple, available everywhere, और in about 75% of the cases आपको लंग्स में फोकस मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, लंग में फोकस मिल जाएगा एंड इट मे बी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ एपिकल शेडो और समटाइम मिलियरी शेडोज. डिफरेंशियल डायग्नोसिस, द डिफरेंशियल डायग्नोसिस इज मेनली एक्यूट बैक्टीरियल मेनिंजाइटिस. और इसको कैसे फर्क करेंगे? एक्यूट में द हिस्ट्री विल बी वेरी शॉर्ट. ठीक है, while in tuberculous meningitis the history will be prolonged. First, the second, if you check the CSF in acute bacterial meningitis, you will get mainly neutrophils, while in tuberculous meningitis you will get mainly lymphocytes. ठीक है. Next one. जी, now treatment is same as this, that for tuberculous pleural effusion or pulmonary tuberculosis. Same drugs are used in tuberculous meningitis. We use the treatment in two phases. First phase is called intensive phase. In this intensive phase, we give 4 drugs. That is isoniazid, rifampicin, pyrazinamide, and ethambutol, or sometimes streptomycin. And this phase continues for 2 months. After 2 months, we give 2 drugs, that is rifampicin and isoniazid. And in our country, Pakistan, we give this continuation phase for 10 months. So, in tuberculous meningitis, the total treatment is 12 months, in which first 2 months वो intensive phase है, जिसमें हम 4 drugs use करते हैं, और फिर बाकी जो 10 मंथ्स हैं वो कंटिन्यूएशन फेज है, जिसमें हम 2 ड्रग्स यूज करते हैं. ठीक है. तो दिस इज स्टैंडर्ड ट्रीटमेंट जैसे कि पल्मोनरी ट्यूबरकुलोसिस में हम यूज करते हैं. तो वहाँ ये डिटेल में इस ड्रग्स के साइड इफेक्ट्स और सब कुछ आपके साथ डिस्कस हो चुका है 4th ईयर में. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड आओ जी. देन देयर आर सम पेशेंट हु विल नीड स्टेरॉइड्स, ग्लूकोकॉर्टिकॉइड्स. ठीक है. And what are the indication of glucocorticoids in a patient with tuberculous meningitis? These are rapid progression from one stage to the next stage, and these stages we have discussed in the first part of our presentation. That is, there are three stages: stage 1 prodrome, stage 2 with minor CNS involvement, and stage 3 with complications. Okay, so if the patient is progressing from one stage to the next stage rapidly, such patient will need glucocorticoids, that is steroids. Then elevated opening pressure, that is when you perform the lumbar puncture and you feel that the pressure is high, so such patient will need uh, glucocorticoids. Then worsening clinical signs, despite you have started anti-tuberculous drugs, but still the patient is progressing and getting worse rapidly, so such patient will need glucocorticoids. Then patient with basilar enhancement, you perform the CT scan or MRI and it shows thick gelatinous material at the base of the brain, so such patient is another candidate for glucocorticoids. Then with hydrocephalus and other uh, complications. Okay, next one. Prognosis. Prognosis जो है, it depends in which stage the patient presents. If the patient present in stage 1, say, so there is a very good prognosis. Virtually all patients with no focal deficits and only minor lethargy recover, most without any complication. But if the patient present like in comatose state or with focal neurological deficits or with cranial palsies, in such cases the outcome is not complete. Okay? They may develop hemiplegia, blindness, deafness, gait problem, learning disabilities, and various other syndromes. So the prognosis depends on the stage of the patient. Early the stage, early the diagnosis, good is the prognosis. Later the diagnosis, so prognosis uski poor ho. Next, so overall prognosis is poor because most of the patient will present in stage 2 or stage 3. Those who present in stage 1 have 19% mortality, and those who present in stage 3 have 69% mortality. Okay? One third to half of the patient demonstrate complete neurologic recovery. Okay? And up to one third of the patient have residual severe neurological deficits such as hemiparesis, blindness, and सीजर्स. ठीक है, ये एक टॉपिक था